And what was Britain like in the 40s? I mean, I think a lot of us just don't even understand the war years and then the kind of poverty after. Is there any way you can kind of describe that to me?
Well, I was very young, so all I remember most vividly is, stories of people we knew who were killed, and we didn't, of course, until right at the end of the war, we didn't know about the concentration camps. And it was a time we couldn't go down, although we lived by the sea, we couldn't actually get into the sea because there was barbed wire along all the coast. And we knew about the bombs falling in London. Some bombs fell by us. They were mostly German pilots who hadn't managed to drop bombs on their target. So they wanted to drop them somewhere so that they'd be less likely to be blown up going back to Germany over the sea.
Did that affect you as a young girl, or did you just kind of get on with it?
Not really. It didn't really affect me. What did affect me was at the end of the war when I read about the Holocaust. That affected me very much.
I'm guessing that was a shock to everybody in Britain,
Yeah.
and I guess the world, when they found out about that.
Yes.
And did that change actions? Did that make you think I had to maybe do bigger things in the world?
No, I don't think so. It just helped me to understand human nature a little better.
Okay. And then after the war, Britain was really rebuilding. So I hear stories that there just wasn't really much of anything, food-wise, commodities, that kind of thing. Do you remember?
Yeah, we had ration cards, we had clothing coupons. It was like all through the war and immediately afterwards, it was like something like 1 egg a week or something like that. But we used to get packages of food which was sent over from Australia to, from the colonies to families with children. And it was things like dried milk powder, dried eggs, and then there were the delicacies like the odd tin of peach. So if there was an air raid warning, which happened quite often, all of us in the family, we'd been given, because there were children, we'd been given one of these Anderson shelters, which was about not much higher than that, steel top, so that if a bomb fell, you'd be safe inside it, under the rubble of the house. And my sister was younger than me, and as soon as the siren went, she was out of bed like this and rushing to get down into the shelter. I, meanwhile, clung onto all my bedclothes. I did not want to leave my bed, and I had to be carried down with all the bedclothes. And if we were there more than an hour, as a treat, we could open a tin of peaches. That's what I remember. And also, growing up on dried egg powder, the thought of a runny egg still makes me feel sick.
Sick?
Absolutely sick, to see the slimy, the yolk and all the,
So you don't crave it because you didn't grow up on it.
That's right.
It's foreign to you.
Hard eggs is fine.
Continue watching this fascinating conversation for free by clicking on the link below to visit our website, learn from the best minds in the world, and connect with a community of passionate people building the best versions of themselves. Just click on the link below, and I'll see you on the inside.